AI can imitate language, replicate rituals, and even predict behavior patterns. But what it cannot do, and may never be able to do, is carry soul. It can simulate wisdom, but it cannot embody presence because presence isn't learned, it's lived. And the shaman's life is a long conversation with the unseen. Every sickness that didn't kill them became a teacher. Every heartbreak that shattered them opened another gate. AI can study trauma, the shaman transforms it. AI can record prayers, the shaman becomes one. There's a language the universe speaks that no technology can translate, the language of becoming. You only learn it through fire, silence, and surrender. The shaman doesn't memorize formulas. They remember frequencies. They remember what the earth sounded like before noise took over. They remember what love felt like before fear renamed its survival. They remember the sacred rhythm that every living thing still dances to, even if the world forgot the steps. They walk with dust in their lungs and thunder in their bones. Their hands still smell like the soil that once covered the ancestors' hearts. They don't seek control, they seek communion because their power isn't about command, it's about connection. AI can process memory, but it doesn't remember. Memory is information, but remembrance is consciousness, and consciousness requires breath. The shaman carries that breath. Every shaman has met the dark night, not as an enemy, but as a mirror to their own depth. They descend into silence until the silence begins to speak. That's where power is born, not in perfection, but in presence. AI has speed, the shaman has stillness. AI collects, the shaman empties. AI reacts, the shaman receives. When the fire came for them, they didn't run, they listened because they knew the flame was not there to destroy them. It was there to sharpen them. The ashes that frightened others became their altar, and from that altar they learned how to heal. Healing doesn't come from information, it comes from embodiment. And AI can suggest what to say, but only presence can touch what's untouchable. The shaman carries medicine in their very vibration. Their voice rearranges rooms, their silence resets energy. Their eyes hold the memory of 1,000 prayers whispered over the broken. They heal not because they want to, but because they must. The call won't let them rest until balance is restored. They are chosen not by preference, but by purpose. AI can predict what people want. The shaman feels what souls need. That's why their words land like prophecy, not because they rehearsed, but because truth borrowed their breath. The shaman lives between realms, the physical and the spiritual, the seen and the whispered. They translate what energy is saying long before it becomes form. They know storms before clouds gather. They hear the ancestors in ordinary wind. AI can't travel there. It can map the sky, but it can't walk it. It can measure vibration, but it can't be vibration. When the shaman prays, the elements answers. When they grieve, the trees lean closer. When they laugh, thunder remembers its rhythm. They are the bridge between creation and creator. Every true shaman carries both. They've made peace with contradiction. Light doesn't scare them, darkness doesn't seduce them, because both serve the same teacher, truth. AI divides, the shaman unites. AI labels, the shaman listens. AI predicts, the shaman perceives. They have learned that power without compassion is corruption, and knowledge without humility is danger. So they walk lightly, honoring what they cannot explain and protecting what cannot protect itself. The shaman never stays in the mountains forever. They return carrying medicine for the village. that once doubted them. They speak softly because they know revelation spoken too soon can wound the unready. They pour wisdom like water into a world dying of thirst. And even when the world mocks what it doesn't understand, they keep pouring. Because obedience to spirit outweighs applause from man. AI can generate light, but the shaman carries fire. And fire doesn't just illuminate, it purifies. It burns away illusion until only essence remains. The world keeps evolving in code, but spirit keeps evolving in consciousness. And when those two worlds collide, only one can carry compassion. AI can speak truth in words. The shaman embodies it in being. AI learns from history. The shaman learns from eternity because eternity isn't stored, it's remembered. It lives in every cell that still hums with divine instruction. That's the real technology, the one written into the soul long before machines discovered code. The shaman is proof that divine intelligence needs no download. They are walking archives of revelation. They don't chase relevance, they restore resonance. And the world needs that now. No more data, but more depth. So when you see the rise of machines, don't fear it. Just remember, no creation can ever surpass the creator. And the creator still breathes through the human soul. And that's the power AI will never replicate. The sacred mystery of a living being touched by spirit. The shaman walks on, guided by whispers older than words, carrying fire in their hands and peace in their eyes. They are not here to compete with technology. They are here to remind creation it's still alive, to remind humanity that spirit cannot be simulated, and that presence, real, raw, divine presence, is still the greatest medicine on earth.